So if you're thinking about visiting Dollywood, then you are probably wondering things like, is this theme park worth visiting? Will my kids enjoy it? Is the food really that good? What are some of the must-visit attractions? And how theme park recommendations would rate Dollywood overall. This is why I wanted to create the most helpful Dollywood review video that you'll ever find that's filled with some must-know tips so you will have the best day possible at Dollywood. To begin, Dollywood is a theme park unlike any that you've ever been to. Spanning 160 acres, you will find over 50 world-class attractions, including 10 roller coasters nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Dollywood is divided into 11 different themed areas, each offering its own unique theme and charm. And since Wild Eagle opened up in 2012, Dollywood has seen record growth since this coaster opened up and is now considered one of the fastest growing theme parks here in America. Now it's time for the first of many TPR tips throughout this video. Dollywood is a very large park that offers something for everyone. This is why I recommend spending at least a full day minimum at the park to take it all in, because it really isn't possible to see and do everything that Dollywood offers in just a half day or even a full day. Now, I'm going to rank Dollywood a number out of 10 in the 7 most important categories, followed by giving you my overall score out of 70 total points. Starting with Dollywood Entertainment. Dollywood is known for its entertainment, which has been the main draw for this park ever since the beginning. Now, over the last 20 years or so, we've seen Dollywood add more and more rides and roller coasters, but one thing remains the same: entertainment is still the park's biggest priority. And you will notice this if you check out some of the park's highly ranked shows or visiting during one of Dollywood's must-see special events throughout the year. If you love theme parks and special events, then it doesn't get much better than Dollywood. TPR tip: my personal favorite time to visit Dollywood is in November for their highly regarded Smoky Mountain Christmas event. This event is filled with millions of Christmas lights all around the park and holiday cheer around every corner. I really cannot recommend it enough. And the reason why I recommend visiting in November is because it will not be as cold then, and you have a better chance of all the coasters being able to operate since the cold weather will not shut them down. Total score: Dollywood Entertainment 9.5 out of 10. Dollywood's water park. While it's not included with your Dollywood ticket, they do offer a huge water park across the street from the park. This is Dollywood Splash Country, and it is awesome. Once inside, you'll find dozens of slides and attractions for any age group, plus a great lazy river, a wave pool, and multiple kid areas. And just like Dollywood, Splash Country does a great job at having the attractions interact with the foothills, making this water park one of the most unique here in America. TPR tip: while Splash Country is not included with your Dollywood ticket, you can always add it on at a discounted rate before you visit Dollywood. Dollywood Splash Country total score is 8 out of 10. Now let's talk about the food that you're going to find at Dollywood. And for a quick disclaimer, I will not be held accountable for making you extremely hungry after this section of my Dollywood review. Now that that's out of the way, I have been to over 50 different theme parks before, and let me tell you this much: Dollywood offers some of the best food that you'll ever find at a theme park. Seriously, it's a top 3 park in the country when it comes to the food. That is how good it is. From the full-service restaurants to the delicious food stands all around the park, some people just visit Dollywood just for the food. And since I like you and I want you to have the best Dollywood experience possible, you have to check out Aunt Granny's. This all-you-can-eat family-style restaurant is mouth-watering good. TPR tip: during the lunch rush, you will most likely have a minor wait. So, if you do not want to wait for a table, then I recommend getting there around 11:30 a.m. or after 1 p.m. Now, you might have heard about something called the Dollywood Cinnamon Bread before, and let me tell you this: people rave about this bread. So the big question is it really that good, and is it worth it? And honestly, yes, it is so good, especially with the white melted frosting on top. Dollywood cinnamon bread should be a must visit when you visit this awesome park. TPR tip: you will be able to find the cinnamon bread at 2 locations at Dollywood. The grist mill, which usually has a very long line, but what I like to do is pick up a loaf at the Spotlight Bakery, which is located right next to Dollywood's main entrance. This is the exact same bread, but the only difference is usually the line at the Spotlight Bakery is shorter than over at the grist mill. Dollywood Food total score a 9 out of 10. Dollywood Water Rides. While you will only find 2 water rides at Dollywood, both of them are great for 2 things. Number 1, creating a ride experience that is fun and enjoyable, and number 2, getting you wet and sometimes drenched. Smoky River Rampage is a great rapids ride that's going to get everyone in your boat a little wet or even drenched. Daredevil Falls is my favorite water ride at Dollywood simply due to the theming and the drop off the cliff. It really is fun for the entire family. Dollywood Water Ride total score is 7 out of 10. Dollywood Family Rides. Now you might be asking yourself, will my kids enjoy Dollywood? And here is what I will say. Dollywood is one of the best family-friendly theme parks in the entire world. There are so many different things for kids of all ages to see and experience at the park. Seriously, it's impossible for a kid not to have a great time at Dollywood. From the rides, the roller coasters, the games, the Dollywood Express train ride, and the play areas, Dollywood is top-notch when it comes to the kids. TPR tip: if you are worried that Dollywood isn't adult-friendly, then don't, because you're going to find some great attractions for thrill seekers and all the arts and crafts that the park offers, and not to mention the award-winning lineup of shows that you're going to find at Dollywood. And for the families, you're going to find 2 main areas at the park. Country Fair is located inside the train loop and features 10 rides for any age group. And when it comes to the really tiny thrill seekers, you will find 3 great kid rides located in this area. TPR tip: my family's favorite attraction in Country Fair is the Sky Rider. This is the area's tallest ride and offers great views of the area. Then, just up the mountainside from the Country Fair area is Wildwood Grove, a massive area that features a great selection of rides for any age group. Not only are the rides great here, but they each tell a story about the beautiful Wildwood Grove area of the park. In this area, you will also find 2 of the best family coasters here in America. Both Dragon Flyer and Big Bear Mountain are must-experience Dollywood attractions. TPR tip: Wildwood Grove is located up on a hill and might be strenuous for some, so I recommend visiting this area and doing everything that you want in it before you leave. This way, you won't have to come and go to Wildwood Grove all throughout your day. When it comes to family rides, Dollywood really is top-notch. Total score is 10 out of 10. Dollywood Thrill Rides. While you will find some great thrilling coasters at Dollywood, and more on that in a minute, you sadly won't find too many major thrill rides that are located at the park. That being said, Dropline is a 200-foot tall drop tower that features amazing views of Dollywood below and the Great Smoky Mountains off in the distance. TPR tip: Dropline is awesome, and it never really has a long line, so I recommend riding it a few times throughout the day because sunset rides are the best. The Barnstormer. This S&S Scream and Swing attraction is a blast. And if you ever loved swinging on swings as a kid, then you're going to really love this ride since it swings you up 100 feet in the air. Hopefully one day soon, Dollywood will open a few new thrill rides to add to their collection, and until then, I'm going to give Dollywood's thrill ride a total score of 7.5 out of 10. Now let's talk about the roller coasters that you're going to find at Dollywood. And their coaster collection is stacked. You have Lightning Rod, Thunderhead, Mystery Mine, Wild Eagle, Big Bear Mountain, and Tennessee Tornado. Those are some of the best, well-known roller coasters around, and they can all be found at Dollywood. The beautiful thing about the Smoky Mountain theme park is that it's impossible to find a bad coaster at the park. And if you are curious to see how I rank each coaster at Dollywood, then be sure to check out my Dollywood coaster ranking video, as you can see here. And for your convenience, you can find a link to that video in the description of this one. Dollywood's best thrill coasters are Tennessee Tornado, Wild Eagle, Thunderhead, and Lightning Rod. And when you pair that with fantastic family coasters like Fire Chaser Express, Blazing Fury, Big Bear Mountain, and Dragon Flyer, you are left with a world-class coaster lineup. TPR tip: Dollywood really is the perfect family theme park since it offers amazing coasters like Fire Chaser Express, Big Bear Mountain, and Dragon Flyer for riders who are 39 inches and taller. So if you're looking to get your young thrill seekers on some of the best coasters for them, then you really need to visit Dollywood. Dollywood Coasters' total score is 9 out of 10. Now before I share with you my official Dollywood total score, I promised you earlier in the video that I would share with you my Dollywood top 5 must-experience attractions. Starting off with the Dollywood Express. Hands down, this is one of the best train rides you'll ever experience in your life, and I cannot recommend it enough. But I would advise you to arrive at the train station around 20 minutes before the scheduled departure to ensure your spot on the train. The Dolly Parton Experience. You are going to enjoy an interactive exhibit sharing all sorts of great stories about the legendary Dolly Parton. The shows. Dollywood is known for their shows and entertainment, and after you see some of them, you will know why. Big Bear Mountain. This is the longest roller coaster at Dollywood and is the most fun one as well. This multi-launch family coaster is just plain awesome. Wildwood Grove. Go explore one of the best themed areas in any theme park around. It is absolutely beautiful. Which brings me to my final rankings for Dollywood. And out of 70 points possible, Dollywood comes in with a score of 60 out of 70. I really feel like Dollywood does a lot of things right, from the cleanliness of the park to the rather good operations and attentiveness of the staff. So I feel like a 60 out of 70 is a very telling score for one of the best theme parks not only here in North America but worldwide. Now if you're still wondering if Dollywood is worth it, this is my answer. Yes, 100%. Dollywood is unlike most theme parks because it's not just focused on the rides and coasters. I really do mean this. You can honestly visit Dollywood and not ride any rides at all and still have a great time just exploring the park and taking it all in. Dollywood really is so special. And if you're planning a trip to Dollywood, then you do not want to miss out on my ultimate guide to Dollywood video, which you can find at the bottom of your screen. You will learn so many tips on how to have the best day ever at this awesome park. So what attractions are you looking forward to most at Dollywood? Be sure to let me know in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.